During this video, 3 Ukrainian families will lose their homes, family, and future. Since 2022, there have been over 1 million casualties in the Ukraine-Russia conflict. This is the sad reality of war, a humanitarian catastrophe that must end. Putin said he wanted to denazify Ukraine and prevent it moving closer to NATO, but the result has been mass civilian and soldier deaths, long-term trauma, and economic collapse. Imagine if someone you love was conscripted into a war but never returned home. How would that make you feel? Well, that's happened to over 1.3 million Russian and Ukrainian families since the beginning of 2022. None of these soldiers had a choice. They were forcefully shoved into a battle caused by the political turmoil of those above them, which resulted in them losing their lives in a tragedy that could have been completely avoided. Furthermore, the UN reports that there have been 30,457 civilian casualties since the beginning of the war. That's thousands of parents, children, and grandparents whose lives were sharply shattered, many of who were scattered in their homes or simply while trying to flee. Civilian deaths during war devastate communities and carry psychological trauma to those involved, along with the consequences of associated war crimes that terrorize civilians. Just some of the 150,000 alleged war crimes Russia has been accused of, which are direct violations of the Geneva Convention, include killings, torture of innocent people, bombings of homes, and much, much more. This has resulted in the displacement of thousands of victimized families who have fled the country to escape the violence, which holistically has caused a mass refugee crisis across Europe. Every delay in peace costs lives we can't get back. The war must end now. The sheer volume of economic destruction this war has caused is absurd. So far, it has caused $135 billion in damage on homes, roads, energy systems, and industries. Furthermore, oil prices rose over 50% and energy by 66%. In total, up to 2/3 of European inflation is linked to the war. If this continues, the risk of economic collapse will grow worldwide, whereby poverty, food insecurity, and business closure are at a high level. The war must end now. Imagine a society in the 21st century where 84.3% of students have depression. Well, that is the alarming statistic prevalent among Ukrainian university students since the beginning of the war. Along with depression, anger rates have risen up to 76.9%, loneliness to 51.8%, and exhaustion to 86.7%. We must act profusely to stop these rates from rising as innocent people's mental well-being are being strained. Did you know that according to the BBC, 34% of Ukrainians suffer from PTSD? PTSD can have long-lasting effects, including hypervigilance, sleep disruption, and causing difficulties in concentration. This has frequently led to an increased chance of turning to substance abuse, as well as a person's risk of various health problems. The war must end now. My ask to you is simple. Raise awareness, share this video, and join anti-war action. Innocent people are dying, economies collapsing, and civilians suffering. The war must end now.